Yeah. So, you know, a little bit after that concert and all that, you speaking on Tay Savage, he took J Mane to the O with the Muslim brothers. Him and DQ made peace. Now, how was that? You know what I mean? Did that make an impact? I mean, do you feel like that probably would have made an impact? Because that was kind of deep. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be cool with all that. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, like, DQ my little bro, so I know, like, you know, DQ head and his heart and for them, so he done made a lot of growth himself. You know what I'm saying? So just to see him, how he coming, because DQ used to be bad as hell. Not saying he not still, but yeah. You know, like I wouldn't envision that for him 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool for even just me. I don't really know how much of a needle mover it was, but like just for people like me, because I get to see like my little bros grow. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I know them. You know what I'm saying? And I know that wouldn't be on the table years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool for me to be like, because sometimes, you know, you don't really know who growing. A lot of niggas talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really know who growing for real. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know who really, like, you know what I'm saying, mature on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool for me to see, like, DQ, he taking on a different role for sure. A leader role for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And you mentioned he was, like, younger than you, so that's kind of a trickle down, possibly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what I'm saying. Like, these my little bros. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was a shorty, they was babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just used to be out there and watching and witnessing, and just they grew up in this shit. DQ one of them, and I just know, like, every generation it's the same shit. Like, he took on our roles, and we got older. These niggas got older on phone them, and I know what type of how they was coming. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's fun for me to see.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna lie, it was big for me too. Even though I'm on the outside looking in, I'm like, that's fire. So let me ask this. This gonna be kind of crazy, but I'm gonna get your take now. Now, King Von. Now, King Von was a person. He got lyrics where he say, "We into till you die, nigga," whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you think that? Cause he had like people listen to him, they fucking with him. Do you feel like that could have been a possibility with King Von still here? You know, like being his mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I mean,
and it ain't no disrespect.
No. I'm just, no. Honestly, not. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie. Just be honest, just knowing what I know, that shit was on the table when he was alright, but it was not on the table because he was not having it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's like, that was not something that was, like, on the table, even when it was being presented. That shit wasn't some shit that just being presented when Von died, man. Some shit that was, people tried to establish long before he was even killed. You know what I'm saying? Before Duck was killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this was like, it was shit that was put on the table when they was both winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was when they was both alive and rapping and achieving their goals, but that shit wasn't on the table. You know what I'm saying? So and I know that for a fact. So I don't think it would be on the table now because it wasn't on the table then.
Yeah. Oh, you know, yeah, because, you know, King Von was a little different. I'm not going to lie to you. Sure,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I know his stance on it. Like, it was literally being presented. It was on the table, figuratively, but it was not because he did not have that. He was not having that in the slightest. It was big niggas in the city, OGs in the city. It was niggas. It was some powerful guys, some wise guys, man. Like, he ain't get no fuck, like, and it wasn't even on no disrespectful tip, but it's like, nigga, these mobs, I don't gotta get out there with these niggas. I'm phoning, like, my mama's cried, my brothers cried, all type of, we ain't gotta do that. You niggas ain't in my beef. I don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, he like, bro, like, he that nigga in his section, folks, and he ain't calling no peace treaties, folks. Bro, you know what I'm saying? That's how he coming.
Yeah, no, 100. Nah, you know, a person, rest in peace, Big Deal, is a person that I kind of grew up on with before he passed away. And I know that y'all got a close relationship, you know, to an extent, and you know, without sharing too much, but it's like, you know, his generation, they didn't like each other too at a point. You know what I'm saying? Then you see the shit that Dirk was trying to do. You see the shit J Mane doing. Do you feel like, you know, it's just like the older you get and the more shit you got to lose, that your mind mature? Like, I want to get your take on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's literally life. Yeah. That's why I tell people all the time. They try to shame motherfuckers who get old and get less like of a crash out. It's like, bro, like you niggas don't have shit to live for. So it's easy to do anything to risk your life. You're not living for shit. You don't have shit. If you go to jail right now, man, a lot of motherfuckers ain't, at a young age, you ain't never bust a nut for real. You nut fucking ain't coming yet on for them. Like it's so much shit you ain't done for, but once you get to getting responsibilities like children, like you get to having valuable items that you worked hard to achieve over a certain amount of time in your life, like you get to see it in things you like couldn't achieve, you achieving. You go to college, you get to, or you do something young and it grows into something even bigger as an older person that you need to nurture and take care of. You don't want to leave that. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, I did almost a whole year in jail in 2016 before I had a son. I ain't gonna make it seem like it was easy, but it was what it was. Man, I ended up catching a pipe case right after I had him, 4 weeks old. Spent a week in jail. That was the worst week of my life. I realized there, like, bro, I can't really take this shit no more. Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I got, and it wasn't like I was different, for it's like I just had a son now, for I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think I was a different person, but on Steve, when they put me in the same circumstances after I had my baby, for my whole, it was different. Yeah. It wasn't even like I was trying to make it be different, for I literally felt like I was the same person, low key, like,
you is the same person, but
it's like, for literally, I was in jail before I had a son, and then went to jail after I had a son. See, the time I went to jail after having a son, for was that week I spent in jail was worse than my whole 10 months I'd spent straight. I swear to God, nigga, if I'm lying, I'm flying. That shit was the worst 7 days of my life, only because of my son. Literally, fool, on BD, only because of my son. It wasn't even shit. If I didn't have a son, it wouldn't even be that. But only because of my son was different. I couldn't even explain why that shit was so horrible. I just know, for I would just want to get back to my baby on BD, folks, and that's how this shit go on BD. So when you get old in life, G, exposed to mature. That's why I say, G, the disconnect is I don't know how we get it back. You know what I'm saying? Between the, like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm like at an age range where I feel like I've been in this shit a long time, and I'm like an OG, but at the same token, I'm like, I'm young, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still to this day younger than most of the people I be around. You know what I'm saying?
30, boy.
Like I ain't even 29. I ain't even 28. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, you know, like I'm an OG to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because how long I've been in the field. But like the young niggas, they rock with me because they know I'm still young enough. I ain't 35 or something like that. But and they know I live how I live. You know what I'm saying? So the young niggas respect me, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them don't respect the niggas ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of me out here. Like, not saying me, but literally, like, it's not a lot of niggas that the young niggas respect out here no more.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you them that had to jump out them cars, they had to know you had to head tap or caught a hat or something to get your respect, for. Like, they don't even want to talk to niggas ahead of the niggas. Like, they really only fuck with me because I'm kind of, like, I'm young, I'm older, but I'm like, they grew up on my era. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, a nigga era, they couldn't visualize, they don't give no fuck about you. So, like, the niggas that's older than me don't got no pull with the young niggas, for. Like, the only hope is the niggas my age. That's why I be trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I fortunately got a bunch of young niggas, G, and they be growing me too. I think they make me a better, like, adult. You know what I'm saying? Because I be dealing with shorties on the regular. I swear to God, like, and I be forced to, like, really, it be fucking my head up, G, because I really be, like, feeling old as hell. Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, G, I swear I remember these conversations and things happening to me when I was their age, and I swear that I used to not want to hear that shit, bro. So I don't like doing shit that I feel like niggas didn't want to hear. I've been a young nigga. Like, that's the only thing. It's like, I've been a young nigga. Like, the stereotypical young nigga right now. I've been that guy. And I know I ain't want to hear that shit. So a lot of shit, I be trying to get my shorty to listen without, like, steady running my mouth on Steve. Like, I be having to show him, like, for this shit, like, I show them like examples on Steve. Like my shorty, they all look up to a lot of shit on Steve. And when this shit get to hitting the fan, I be making sure they weeping and seeing shit like, yeah. Y'all be on them phones and y'all be wanting to have all these switches and you gotta move a certain way because this was happening, gang. I don't gotta just keep running my mouth. Niggas they gonna see this shit for sure. And I be having to be on they bumpers, folks. But on BDS, it's definitely like it comes with growth, folks. You be having to unfortunately go through this shit to get through this shit on BD, folks. Like, and if you don't go through that part, folks, when you get to this age, you ain't gonna be ready, folks. On Steve, I ain't gonna lie. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of thankful, folks, that I was able to jump off the porch early, folks. I feel like that made me a better adult in the maturation process. Like you said, the older you get, the more you want to make peace, or you probably like, all right, man, like, a lot of shit that you didn't think you would agree with as a shorty, you agree with as an adult. I feel like that's how it's supposed to go.
I got shit to be out here for now.
Yeah.
You couldn't say it better.